Hello. I was on here getting our clean group ready. Let me find a good lighting for you guys. Getting the clean group ready for this month, and I thought, why not use this opportunity to show you guys how I use Canva to create my images that I use. If you have a little bit more time to dedicate to it, or you want a pretty picture, Canva is really easy to use. I got it from Chalene Johnson. If you guys haven't ever used Pio or don't know who she is, you guys need to Google her, Chalene Johnson. She's amazing. Anyway, I wanted to share a quick tutorial on how to use Canva to create, your Facebook cover or your event cover or your group cover or posts. Even you can create like little social media posts on there, put your pictures on there, and put cute decorations. I think it's easier than a couple of the other apps that are out there, like PicMonkey and things like that other people use for social media. It's just what I prefer. If you want to try out PicMonkey at picmonkey.com, I think that's the website. I haven't used that since I started 5 years ago. I couldn't figure it out, so I just got tired of messing with it, and I just didn't do it anymore because Canva was way easier. So anyway, I'm gonna flip my screen so you can see it. The website, I'm gonna include it in the bottom in the links. It's www.canva.com. V as in Victor, Canva. And it's just a free website. Like, all of it's free. The tools are free, and I love it. I've used it for years and years and years. I create a lot of my stuff on there for my groups, especially my free groups. I always create the covers to that in there. Sometimes even email templates and things like that. So I'm gonna flip it so that you don't get my dark screen, and hopefully this will let me zoom in. So here you see that I have the Canva app open already. Get that open. And it's very simple to use, very user-friendly. It has a tutorial that you could just walk yourself through. So I'm just going to very briefly show you what I do, because I am making a little post for our clean eating group. So I can choose a background, or I can choose one of these free backgrounds. I'm going to scroll real quick and see if I see one that I like that's slightly, so this one's paid for. That means you have to buy it. Something on here they're charging for, and usually it's the stuff like this thing. This watermark is probably what's gonna cost, so I'm not gonna pick that one. And it has a lot of little ideas here for whatever it is that you're using it for. So I just want something simple that says hello. Replace, and you see that you just choose one. This one's a free one, and I'm just gonna remove this text by highlighting it and put welcome. New FitFam. Exclamation. See, very simple, and you can change the text if you want to. It's got tons of different font. Sorry, my eyes don't keep up as quick. I'm not going to change it right now. I'm just going to go and delete this stuff. Just delete that and take it to the trash can because I don't want this text down here. If it'll cooperate. Oh, it's slowly deleting the entire. One letter at a time. I want the whole element. So I'm going to delete the whole element. And see, it takes it off. And I'm going to delete that too. And there we go. Welcome FitFam. And there I go. And I can change the colors to these. I'm actually going to change this background to like a red color. And I'm going to change this other color to like, I don't know, a purple. And this one to be pink because it's going to be Valentine's themed. And there you go. I don't know. What do you guys think? It looks pretty good, right? Very simple, very, and you can add more text to it. You can go in here and you can see that there's text you can add to it, and there's different fonts, there's different edits, And it's very, very cute. I think I'm gonna put something else on here. Drop your emoji and say hi or something. But I'll add that. There's elements you can add on here. You can add frames that let you add pictures. Like if I wanted to put some kind of photograph in there, for example, I'll just use this one real quick. You can upload photos here. You guys see that I like to put some photos in here. I'm going to use this little obsessed and I'm going to drop it into that. And see, like it allows you to do a lot of cool stuff with the pictures and things like that. I'm going to delete that because I don't want it. Delete the entire element. Ooh, I totally forgot I made these. I'm going to share how to make these. Crop this. You can crop it. You can change the filters on here. Like it's totally cool. I'm going to do that. See? And you just crop it. Check mark. Yes. This doesn't have anything to do with our cleaning group, so I just wanted to show you that. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's really the basic concept here. You can go in there and add different layouts on there. Maybe you like one of these different layouts, the way it's set up. Maybe you want to add something other than a frame. Maybe you want to add some shapes, some illustrations. Like they've got little pick art or frames. Like if you want a pretty frame around your picture, you can just keep scrolling and it loads a whole bunch more. Now, don't just cooperate. My Wi-Fi is really slow right now, so it's not cooperating. You can add things with shapes on there. Some of these shapes, when you scroll onto them, they have the capability to drop a picture into those shapes. So once you scroll closer to the bottom, some of them are free. See how they have free or they're paid? It'll tell you which one's which so that you are clear as to what you're making. Like if you're like me and you are always on a budget and you just want to use the free stuff, like this still can create really cool pictures. I want to use that for your free groups. That's totally fine. There's no reason for you to be spending a whole bunch of money or trying to do all this stuff. Like all of this stuff you can set up for your groups for free and do things like that. Like they have little icons on here if you want to tell people to like your stuff. It's just my Wi-Fi is really slow today. I use these for my calendars. Like you guys totally have seen some of these little images on my stuff because this is where I get everything from. And the more you scroll to the bottom, the cooler the objects are. They don't look as pencil drawn, or the free stuff is kind of lame for the most part, but some of them are really cool, but you have to keep scrolling and it's kind of tedious. But if you're willing to, I like that. If you're willing to scroll and be patient with it, or you have faster Wi-Fi than I do, then you can totally scroll and add stuff like that when you want. Oh, follow me on Facebook, follow me on LinkedIn or Instagram, or watch my YouTube, or whatever you're trying to get across. You can connect your social medias to it. You can just make cute little pictures and images. I'll show you some of the stuff that I've done. That way you can kind of see how I use it for the calendars. I create, recipes and I send them to people. I email them. I create my coaching invites on here, my meal plans. I just take the ones that I find on VOD and I just tweak them and make them look nice. I share my recipes. All that stuff is in here. See here I created a little image. There's another dual image. There is an app for this on your phone, but it's not as cool as being on here. It doesn't have almost any of the features on here. So I don't recommend the app on the phone, but if you wanted to use it for your everyday, stuff that you wanted to post, you can create like cool little memes. A lot of them are taking forever to load because my internet's being stupid. But yeah, like all of those are things that I've created using Canva, and even these are just kind of cool ones, just depending on what you want to do. And you can totally borrow the ones for the events and the ones for the presentations. They all have their own different themes and elements to them that you can totally just snag and steal and borrow, so don't feel pressure to coming up with a whole totally new one. You can just use the one that you've found that was really cool for you. So I think I accidentally clicked out of the one that I was making. So I'm going to go back in there and finish making it. And if you have any questions about how to use Canva, try the tutorial first. I'm going to tell you guys any other time, just like anything else, try and figure it out. It's most of the things that I recommend are always super simple, super basic. There's always a tutorial for them. You know, you are kind of your own CEO, so you kind of should be taking that on for yourself. But this one's like so easy that it's not like, I don't feel like it's a whole lot of complicated stuff to deal with. I don't recommend PicMonkey, but if you want to check that one out, if you're not like me and you have probably more patience and you want cute little stuff on yours, go ahead and check out PicMonkey. But I really love Canva. I really think that it's the one that I've used it for 4 years now, and it's the one that I like. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I hope you guys take this away, and I am going to finish creating the welcome post for my clean group, and I think that's it.